guys. Okay, lovelies. So we're going to do a class today that's focused very much on stretching through the hamstrings, through the quads, calves, a little bit of work stretching through the upper thoracic and the pecs. So we're going to do lots of stretch mobilisation as though you're doing a pre-event. So pre-event we'll do the first 5 minutes, and then we'll do post-event with stretches, and we'll also do some strength work in between as well. Mainly focusing on hip extension work to strengthen the glutes and some nice hip work in bridge. Okay then, Chris, this is for you. Unfortunately, it's very sunny today and the sun's shining through, so I'm hoping the picture's alright. But let's first of all just start with our shoulders down, length through the crown of the head. So with any event, you need to obviously warm up a little bit through the calves. So lift and lower. Keep the core pulled in, so that nice navel to spine connection. So we often do calf raises because we want to get the posterior chain nice and strong. And 4 more. So 4. Obviously increase that balance a little bit as well. 3, 2, and 1. And then take it into, so this rotation, try and pull the scapula together. So you get creating a bit of a stretch through the pectoral wall, the chest muscles, which can get super tight if you're a cyclist, or you're sat at a computer all day and you end up being a little bit like that. So again, so known as for those people that are, you know, over the age of 35, Morecambe and Wise, this is called. And for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done. And then some nice little circling. So just circle for 4, circle for 3. I feel like I'm falling into the camera today. For 2, and for 1. Any circling is good for the joints. You might hear a bit of clicking. Try not to panic. 2, and 1. So the shoulder area, obviously is a ball and socket joint, can do a lot of movement. So we want to mobilise, strengthen and stretch. So these are the mobilisation drills. And 4, 4, 2, 3, where did I get 4 from? 4, 4 more, 4. Obviously you don't have to do the calves if they're a little bit tight. 2, but the nice guidelines are 25 calf raises a day to keep the calf strong. Take your arms out and then squeeze the scapula together, creating a stretch there and down. Squeeze out and down. You can take it into a calf raise now and down. Again for 6. So working particularly the gastrocnemius, the big belly of the calf. 3. My counting's all over the place today. 2. I've got so much to do, guys. I need to concentrate. And 1. Well done. Good work. And then just take it into a calf stretch. Yeah? So take the weight into the front knee, back heel away, and then just gently drive that back heel into the floor. So you should feel the stretch through, like I say, the belly, the biggest part of the calf, the gastrocnemius. If you want to just bring it a little bit more into the soleus, which is the lower calf muscle, if you just soften the knee a bit and take the heel away, just an inch or so, nothing major, and it sometimes travels down a little bit closer towards the Achilles. And then push down again, hold. So yeah, things like running, things like cycling, where you're up quite a bit on toes. Yeah, so you're doing that plantar flexion, which is good for the calf muscle, but obviously it needs stretching out. And down, 1 more, soften, down, and the other side, I'll go to this direction. So again, you can always use a wall. Yeah, so I always start with that heel away, and then drive the heel into the floor, feeling that lovely, lovely stretch. So yeah, if the calves get too tight in the hamstrings, it can pull the back out of alignment. massaging when I find a tight adhesion in the calf, not so great for the client on the bed. And then soften a little bit, so soften a little bit, push the heel down just a little bit, but still keep it away from the mat. Takes it into the soleus and then push down again. Hold. And release. Well done, good work. Okay then, let's do a little bit for the hips. So again, squats are as much about mobilising the hips as much as they are about kind of leg and glute strength. So keep the shoulders down, tight through the tummy, so you're falling back in the hips. Take it down, watch them knees. I like to do a nice wide squat. You can do a close squat. Yeah, the knees. Just make sure they're not coming anywhere over the toes. So just pretty much, it's a lot easier to keep the knees in alignment with a wider one. Bum to wall. So from this direction, you're not doing that. You're sitting back, drawing the belly in and back. Yeah? Sorry, my massage bed is still behind here. I've just had a massage. I've got another one, so I need to just clean all my towels and stuff, but I've left the bed up. And again, let's go 8 more. For 8, for 7, for 6, 5, or you can do that if you want. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then just take the legs nice and wide. Keep the shoulders down, tight through the tummy. Take the hips back, and then just gently take it into a hamstring. Yeah? And 2, and 3. I'll say a big hello to Marta. I've missed today, and Paula. Marta, I hope you're all right, my lovely. She's fallen and might have fractured a wrist snowboarding. And the other side. So again, hips backwards, down. So firing up the core a little bit through the obliques. But getting that beautiful stretch through the hamstrings. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then come into a lunge position. So if you're new to lunging, lunges are obviously great for strength, also good for stretching out as well. So you don't want to have a short position like this. So take the lunge nice and long. Back leg nice and long. Hold on to something if your balance isn't great. Weight slightly forward. Nice straight back, but don't do that. You don't want to be upright. And then we're just going to do 10 today. Watch that front knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the weight into the front knee, back foot comes in, send the heel down to the floor, stretching higher, stretching the calf again. Just hold that position. So for anyone who's joined late, we're just kind of working on mobility, stretch and a bit of strength today, pre and post events. So again, shoulders down, tight through the tongue, weight slightly forward, keep that back leg nice and long. Take it down, watch that front knee, for 2, for 3, for 4, 5, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the weight into the front knee, back heel down towards the floor, feel that stretch in the calf muscle. Take a breath in. Well done, back to centre position. Okay, let's do a little bit of balance work. Balance is something after the age of 25. Yes, I know. Starts to diminish, so we need to work on it. Core connected, weight through the foot, push the foot into the mat, bring the leg up into your tree pose, and we can work the external rotators a little bit, so we'll work the bum a little bit as well. Hold on to something if you need. Hold. Just find that strength, push the big toe into the mat, kick it out for 10, kick it out for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 2 and 1. Take it like that into your IT band, reach up, push the hips out, beautiful stretch at the side of the hips, and obviously as we roll down into the hamstrings. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. Back to centre, then take the hips backwards. Yes, you want to take the hips backwards and away forwards, gently down. Letting the head just hang. So yeah, like I say, if you're a runner or a cyclist, you need to be warming up before events. Practicing strength work as well. You know, you need some core strength and glute strength to be able to run and cycle, or you should be using those muscles as well, and gently up. And then lots of deep stretching in the quads and the calf muscles. Okay, let's go to that other side. So again, forgot which one I did. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Okay, and just up. And again, just push the big toe into the mat. Hold. It was awful this morning. It's beautiful now, isn't it? Just hold. And kick it out for 10. For 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, so great for bone density, all balance work, 2, and 1, then just over, take the hips back, chin to chest, weight forwards, almost like you're falling over, gently down. Let the head just hang. Take a beautiful breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one, breath in. Gently up. And then reach up, reach, and then push out. Another good one to do, I didn't show you on the other side with this one, is when you're coming over into Mermaid Stretch, obviously stretching laterally, but then if you round, you'll get a nice stretch for the upper thoracic area as well, the upper back muscles. And then gently up. Well done, good work. Okay, grab hold of something, because this stretch, people often struggle a little bit with it. So basic quad stretch, but you'll find that people start doing a little bit of a dance if they've not got something to hold on to. So what you do is you bring the heel into the bottom, hopefully you can all do that, and then tuck the tailbone. Yeah, if that really is impossible, and for some people, the older they get, the tighter they get in the hips, this is quite a tough one for them. So another good one to do, hip flexor wise, is to take that leg nice and long, take it down to the floor, reach up, tuck the bum under and take it over. And gently up, and on the other side. So again, so just basic quadriceps stretch, tuck the tailbone, yeah. So I'm tight through my back leg, so this isn't much of a stretch for me. I'm more posterior, but for some people they are super tight in the hips, and if you've got a little bit of a flat, kind of that position. So bring that leg back again, and again you can either just take it to there and reach up, yeah, or down, tuck the tailbone under and reach over. And release. Good work. From that one, take it into a hamstring stretch. So sit back. So if you were still up, guys, come down now. And just instead of, you just want to push the hips backwards, reach forwards, and you will feel, a lot of people go, ouch. Feel a deep stretch in the hamstrings. You can let the head hang down, or like I say, you can just reach. I did quite a bit of inner thigh work yesterday, so I can feel this in the inner thigh as well. Hold, and then gently back up. So again, in this position, you do a quadricep stretch first, so tuck the bum under, yeah? Tuck the bum under, like this, and reach up, push out. We've got a muscle kind of about here, the big psoas, P-S-O-A-S. Biggest hip flexor muscle connects the upper and lower body. Can get tight. And then gently up. And then straighten the front leg, sit back in the hips and reach forward. So like I say, today's a lot about stretching, mobilising, making you feel better after you've done a big cardio run or a cardio cycle or a HIIT session. You don't want the muscles to get too tight. And then gently up, and since we're on the floor, let's stay there. So, a lot of exercises, just bring yourself so that your knees are really supported, whether that's the cushion or you just roll a bit more on your mat. Yeah? The patella, the bony bit is, can be a bit uncomfortable. So what a lot of people do, a lot of hip flexion work and not extension. So this is a good extension work for the hip. So draw the belly in. So if you've got any rugby players out there, this is a good one for you as well. So draw the belly in, and then without shifting side to side or doing a cow or a cat pose, try and keep the tummy nice and tight. Draw the belly in towards the spine. Lengthen one leg. Don't think about height. That'll take the back out of alignment. Think about the length. So lengthen that leg, lift up out the breastbone, so don't drop. Lift up and then just lift and lower. Lift and lower. So this is the strength part, which will strengthen the hamstrings and the glutes. We're not doing much strength today. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up into hamstring curl. 1. Don't let the back drop like that. Yeah? 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Flex the foot. Lift up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee all the way in and tuck the foot under. Yes, so from this angle, guys, the foot goes underneath, the leg goes along. Hopefully the partition won't fall on me. I'm going to go back to normal. Yeah, so like that. Into your pigeon stretch. Hold. If you really struggle with pigeon stretch, I love it. Some people don't, or the knee doesn't like it. You can come onto your back and do glute stretch. Yeah, so that is pretty much the same exercise really, not exercise, the same stretch. But some people prefer this one, some people prefer pigeon. And just hold. I like pigeon for the simple reason, when you're in pigeon stretch, once you've been in it, you can keep the leg where it is, come up and take it from a glute stretch on the front leg into a bum stretch, not bum stretch, sorry, a quadricep thigh stretch on the back. So just feel. So remember, it's the front leg that you've been working through your bum. So we're going to go to that other side now. Yeah, so this leg I'm going to work. Okay, so again, tight, send it back, tuck the tailbone and keep the neck nice and long. Draw the belly in and lift and lower. Yeah, lift and lower. So anyone from Yorkshire Housing that I sent a video to Kelsey this morning, actually a bar video I did yesterday. Hold. So if you want something a bit more intense than today, then the bar video's kind of got quite a lot of weights and legs and tums. Today's very much about stretch and mobilisation. In, this is the strength bit. Lift, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like to get into pigeon like this. I come into a plank, take the hips up nice and high, the leg I've been lifting, I take it up, bring it in, tuck the foot under, take the knee out to the side. Go into your glute stretch on your back if you don't like pigeon. Take some lovely breaths in and out. In and out. And again. Last one. And from pigeon, again, pull that back heel into the bum. Oh, beautiful. Feel the stretch through the quadriceps. And release. Well done. Since we're on our front, let's stay on our front. And let's just do 3 cow to cat poses. So cow pose, stick your bum up, take a breath in. Notice what's happening, stretching the front of the body, and then start sending your tailbone under, rounding, and the other way. Which one gives you more relief? And again, obviously rounding, we'll stretch the back, and the other way, we'll stretch the front of the body. And again, and back to centre. And then another nice one to do, just to release the back, is literally just into almost like a shell stretch, but just a little bit dynamic. So in and out, just to release the back. Yeah, and then the last one, hold it. You can either sit with the bum in between the feet, or you can take the big toes together, knees out wide like this, or you can close the knees. So whichever one you feel you need the most on the back. Take some lovely breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Another nice one to do is just to take the hands backwards and just rest into the fetal position. Really nice to kind of do before bed. Can really aid sleep. Take a breath in. Beautiful. And then just come up and just do a rolling cat. So you take the hips in one direction, round the back, take the hips in the other and dip. So just rolling. You have to resist the urge to go rolling, rolling, rolling. And then back. And 2, 3, and 4. Well done. And then come to lie on your front. So again, we don't often, in society, we're all a bit flexed, yeah, a little bit of rounded shoulders. So we're going to try and strengthen the upper trapezius muscles, which get lengthened and weakened. So if you just take your hands like into a capital W, push the pubic bone down into the mat, draw the belly in and slide the elbows down towards your waist. Keep that tummy tight and just see if you can just lift your chest a little bit. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down, have a little wiggle. Again, push the pubic bone down, draw the belly in, slide down, lift, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently down, another little wiggle. This time, place your hands into the imaginary seams of the trousers. Push the pubic bone in, draw the belly in, slide the shoulders round and down, reach the middle fingers to the feet and come up into that. Yeah? Keep that neck long, don't do that. Keep drawing the tummy in, and then take it into trapezius. I forgot. What is wrong? Crucifix. There you go. Hold, and then just take the palms up. So you're stretching through the front of the chest. Take your hands together. Reach long, feeling the stretch in the chest muscles. Hold. And then gently down, little wind screen, wide, side to side. Good. Okay. We shouldn't really be doing any kind of exercise without working through the core, guys. So, let's come up again. And I want you to try and go into a plank position. If you struggle with plank, just tuck the toes and come like this. Otherwise, take the legs long, draw the belly in. We're just going to hold for about 15 seconds, nothing too crazy. And for 5. And then we're going to take the hips up nice and high. Walk the hands back a little bit, let the head come towards the thigh. And take the right heel down, hold the stretch in the back of the legs. Don't worry if you can't get the heel all the way down. The other side. And again. And again. And then soften the knees, use your core to walk the hands back. I'm just going to step forward a sec, guys. And then gently come up. Beautiful, let's go again. Okay, so with roll up, chin to chest, hips backwards, weight forwards, gently down. Again, if you're very tight through the back legs, you're not going to be able to touch the floor. Don't worry, soften the knees. And just have a little rock forwards and backwards. Don't take the foot away, but just transfer weight into the ball, into the heel. And then side to side. Are you tighter through one side more than the other? Yeah, and then walk it out. Again, hold that plank. Hold, draw the belly in. Feel that strength. Send the heels towards the floor. Just hold. Keep the breastbone lifted. And take the hips nice and high. Walk the hands back a little bit. This time what I want you to do is take the left leg up towards the ceiling, nice and long. Take the right heel towards the floor. And then that left heel, I want you to start rotating the hips. I want you to look underneath your left arm as you rotate that heel towards the opposite butt cheek. Hold, opening up the hip a bit. Good. And back to centre. Switch. The other leg goes up. You push the heel down. Turn. And then take that heel towards. Hold. And back again. And then just come down onto your knees. And again, just sit on the heels and just into another shell stretch. Just take some nice breaths in. And beautiful. Relax. Well done, guys. Okay, let's come on to our back. What time are we? Perfect. Okay, so come on to your back and we're going to do some bridge work. So, for those of you not familiar with bridge, you can give yourself a little bit of a hand thing if you just feel like you need a little bit of a stretch through the wrist, guys. So with bridge, you want to lie on the mat and the feet, normally if we were doing abdominal work, the feet would be a little bit further away. So we're going to walk the heels towards the bottom, lengthen through the front of the chest. And there's a couple of things we need to really think about with bridge. So we want him to just come up onto our shoulder blades, no further, yeah? And we just want to make sure that our belly isn't doming. So it'll make more sense when we go up. So if you take a breath in through the nose, you should be in neutral spine, pubic bone, hip bones level, and just gently roll that lower back into the mat. Keep the core connected, and then just gently start moving your bum away, your lower back, your mid back. Sending the knees nice and long. So what you don't want is to be up here somewhere, yeah? We're just on our shoulder blades. The ribs are in and connected. The knees are long and not out to the side. So you've got this little kind of like ski slope going on. And we're just going to hold for endurance today. Tuck in the tailbone to work the bottom a bit. Just take a beautiful breath in. And slowly lower. Bone by bone. One of my clients made the fatal mistake of asking me what purpose does bridge have, and I sent him a big spiel. I think he wished he'd never asked. So again, take a breath in. So gently roll the lower back into the mat. So we're mobilising the joints as we start coming up and strengthening the back. Gently up. Lengthening through the knees, so you are creating this stretch here. Obviously working very hard through the muscular system as well. Try not to drop the hip bones. Just hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and gently lower. Good. And one more, take a breath in. Gently roll the lower back into the mat, start lifting your bottom, lifting your lower back, your mid back, sending the knees nice and long, tucking the tailbone, holding, so strengthening the hamstrings, strengthening the bottom. Take a breath in, and there's all sorts of work that we can do in bridge. We can bring our heels away if you want to work the calf more, drop and lift, drop and lift, drop and lift, working the booty. And for 4, 3, 2, and 1, take the heels down, take a breath in, and slowly lower. So again, I wanted to do a little bit of strength work today, but not too much. So let's do a nice stretch for the back. So if you glue your legs together, arms out to capital T, and just gently take the knees to the right, the head to the left. And then gently back to centre. Keeping the core just gently engaged to the side and back. So it's nice to just be a little bit dynamic. You should feel a stretch in the back, near the little dimples of the lower back, near the sacroiliac joint. And again. On this next one, I'll just show you more of a stretch. So as you take the knees in one direction and the head to the other, inhale and let the belly become quite big. Relax it. And then draw the tummy back in. Use the abdominals to bring the knees back to centre. The other direction. Inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale, draw the tummy in. And back to centre. And we'll just stick with that. I know we've got a few people with that back, so we'll just stick with that. Lengthen one leg, bring the other leg up into tabletop. Use the same, opposite hand, outside thigh, and then just turn your head towards your outstretched arm and bring that leg over. You can just stop there, or go a bit further, or take it all the way down, depending on your range. And again, inhale, let the belly rise, it's a stretch. Exhale, release. And again. Last one. And gently back to centre. Squeeze the knee into chest. So a little bit of a treat today, guys, nothing too crazy. It's normally quite a tough class, this. And then we're just going to take it into a hamstring stretch. So I just want you to take that leg down, and I want you to think about neutral pelvis. So neutral pelvis, pubic bone and hip bones are level, as is the belly button. Yeah, like a diamond, I guess. So you've got a little gap underneath the lumbar spine and the ribs are down. I don't want you to bring the legs so high that you start dipping that lower back in. So just flex the right foot and bring it up. So just slowly. I get to about there, and it's about 3 to 4 on a stretch, and that's where I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to flex the foot, which makes the calf stretch out a bit more. Hold, and then point. Flex, and point. Flex, and point. And then I'm going to circle. Circle, remember the movement patterns live in our joints. Let's tell our brain that we've got a clear map of our joints. And then the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then in, and then turn it in and out. As you all know, guys, I love HIIT. I love teaching kind of quite intense classes, but I adore stretches. They'll keep you injury free. 2 and 1. And then just gently down again. So I'm not coming like this, yeah? It's all controlled. I'm using the core and I'm just gently bringing my leg up to about there. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex, point, flex, hold. Circle. Circle 2. Circle 3. Circle back 3. 2, 1, turn the foot in and out, in and out, in and out. And then gently down, and then I want you to take the soles of the feet together, palms up to ceiling, and just lie into a butterfly stretch. Yeah, opening up the hips through the groin area. Inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale. Back down again. And notice what happens when you let the belly become big. The back comes away, and that's why when we're doing abdominal work, we want the belly connected. And just hold. And then we're just going to come back to centre and do a little bit of core work. Okay, so this is where I'm just going to show you a prep work. If roll-up's not for you or you can't do a roll-up, we'll just do a little bit of core. Right, so just interlink your fingers underneath your head and think about your body now. So you want that diamond shape from pubic bone to hip bone to belly button, yeah? Like a diamond. You want it nice and level. You don't want the hips higher or the pubic bone higher. So you've got a little gap underneath the lumbar spine and the ribs are down. Take your hands underneath your head, elbows in your peripheral view, and a little chin nod, and we're just going to lift up without squishing that lower back, and then lower back down. So lift up and lower back down. Don't do this with the hands. Keep the elbows in your peripheral view. Lift and lower. Lift, not squashing the lower back. Yeah. You can do a little bit of rotation, back to centre, rotate, back to centre, rotate, lower. Keep doing that, or if you want to do roll-up, which is as much about mobilisation of the spine as it is about abdominal work. Take your arms overhead. Obviously this can happen, the ribs can come up and out, so we need to close them in. Yeah, so as you take your arms backwards, take a big breath in through the nose. And then start lifting your upper back. Chin comes towards the chest, but more importantly, the ribs come down. And you use an exhale, roll up, all the way forward, restack back. And then you make like a curly cur, yeah? Curly cur. And then back. Chin towards the chest. Always reminds me of when my oldest, who's 21, was in reception. And I used to teach law in a former life, guys. And I was teaching some students, some police officers actually. And I was putting a mnemonic on the board, which was, this will hopefully won't bore you guys. It was, I used to teach something called, well, we used to teach the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, but I used to teach something called intimate samples, so when somebody was in custody, what you could take off them. And we used to use this mnemonic called bus stop. Oh, it's gone. So bus stop used to, yeah, it used to, well, it still does, I think. So B was for blood, U was for urine, S for semen, blah, 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 blah. But I remember stood at the board saying, and B is for blood. And they were like, B? Do you mean B, Joe? I was like, oh yeah. And they're like, you got a child in reception? I was like, yeah. And again, let's go 4 more. For 4, restack, gently down. For 3. So you get a nice stretch for the hamstrings. If the hamstrings are tight, you can just hold into spinal, restack. 2 more. For 2. And 4, 1, and back up. Well done. And then just come down onto the floor. Just take your knees into chest. Have a good old stretch of that lower back. Nice position. And the other way. And I just want to do one final stretch into piriformis, which is one of the muscles in the butt. Sciatic nerve lies underneath. Really important stretch to do. Bit hard to kind of teach this one. I teach it all the time, but people forget. So the legs up in tabletop, the same hand pushes that inner knee towards the opposite shoulder. Push, then lift up, grab the opposite hand to the outside ankle bone and bring that heel in towards the thigh. Push on the outer knee. If you struggle with this one, you might need something underneath the head, like a soft ball or a pillow or something, just to help you. And just hold. Beautiful. Take the arm out to the side, the hand that's on the ankle bone, take to the outside thigh. Bring it over, turn your head the other way into supine spine. Take a beautiful breath in. Chris, if you're doing this video, this should feel really nice through the back. Well done. Back to centre, lengthen, and the other side. So the leg comes into tabletop, same hand, push the inner knee towards the opposite shoulder, lift up, grab the outside ankle bone, push in. Yeah, push on the outside knee. Not done a lot of glute work today, so it shouldn't be too intense, this. But if it is intense, then some of that lower back pain may be coming from a tight piriformis. Take your arm out to shoulder height and gently over. And take a breath in, let the belly rise. Last one, breath in. And beautiful. Back to centre and then just come over and just do a rolling cat. So take the hips in one direction, hips in the other, dip. 2, 3 in the other direction, 3, 2, and 1. And then just tuck the toes, walk the hands back, gently keep the knees bent, walk it back to centre, gently up, and then just give yourself a pelvic circle, da, 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 and the other way. And thank you so much. Hope you feel a little bit better. Okay, bye.